Good morning, guys. So, I took a picture of our calendar wall, and we are still going to be able to do calendar time, even though Miss Swink has now made a classroom in her home, just like you are doing school at home. So, I did have to fill in everything, and as you see, you're going to be able to see my mouse moving. Do you see that? So, you're going to be able to stay up with where I'm pointing at and what I am talking about. So, today is Thursday, March 19th. I want you to go back a day. I don't want you to tell me the number. I want you to tell me what day was yesterday, like we do down here. So if today is Thursday, let's say them. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Oh, I heard Thursday. What did you say right before Thursday? Wednesday. Good. So today is Wednesday. Yesterday was Wednesday. Now, let's go back to Thursday. So if today is Thursday, what is after Thursday? So what do we say after Thursday? Thursday, Friday. Very good. So today is, what is today? Thursday, March 19th. And what is the year? 2020. Good job. It is a little foggy outside. Well, outside of my house. I'm not sure if it is at your house, but I get to change this. But it's more foggy, or it's harder to see through things. So I guess it would be kind of cloudy too. I don't see any sun right now outside my window, so we're going to say foggy, cloudy. Now, the last day we were in the school building last Friday, we were at 123 days. Well, of course, we can't add these days right now. I don't know how that all works. So let's just go back and talk about this. So 100, in the hundreds position in our place value chart, we have one bundle, and that is 100. There's 100 sticks there, right? 100 straws. We took all the tens that we had made and made them 100. We'd been in school for 100 days. And then we kept on and we went to our tens place. We had 2 tens, so that we took all the 1 sticks that we made into tens. Remember, anytime we make 10 ones, we make it into a 10. So we have 2 of those. And then we just have 3 singles by themselves. They don't get to be wrapped up in a rubber band because they're just by themselves, right? They're just the singles. So we have 123. How would I write 123? I know we've been practicing our number recognition, and parents, our number recognition, for the most part, we've really learned how to read to like 100 something, 200s. They're learning to read the numbers. So 123, 100. So that would be a 1, 20. That would be a 2, and then 3. 3. So we would write a 1, 2, and 3. Good. Let's go over to our 3D shapes. Miss Swink missed out on taking a picture of the 2D shapes, the flat shapes. But your parents could also quiz you on that if they wanted to. 3D shapes, remember those are shapes that we can hold in our hand, we can carry, we can pick up. I have a dice in my hand. A dice looks like a cube, right? A dice looks like a cube. Or what else looks like a cube? What else could be this? A cube. A box, right? We've always said a box. What is this? A cone. Correct. And a cone. What do we think of when we think of cone? Party hats, right? We've all said party hats before. This one's a sphere, right? A sphere. It looks like a ball. It looks like a baseball, a basketball, soccer ball, volleyball. They look like balls. What about this one? This one kind of tricks some of you sometimes. A cylinder. It's a cylinder. What does it look like? What kind of objects do we see that look like a cylinder? Good. A cup or a can. Good. And then the last one is a pyramid. And we don't really see that shape around where we're at, but in Egypt, where the pyramids are at, the Great Pyramids, they do see them. And so a pyramid is made up of one square face and then the 4 triangles, and they put it together to make it into a 3D object. So let's see. You can work on number identification today. Parents, you could probably write, like if you write a 5 and a 3, the kids could tell you that that's 53, or an 8 and a 7, and they would say 87. They're doing really good with that. I would practice my lower numbers first, probably with the teens and the 20s, and then if you would like to go up, starting more, you can. If you want to do that again, that's just optional. Guys, let's go over our numbers in Spanish. And remember, we've only learned to 14 right now. So let's start. You ready? Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, siete, ocho, nueve, diez, once, doce, trece, catorce. Very good. What about red? How do we say red in Spanish? Rojo. Very good. What about green? Verde. What about blue? Azul. What about pink? Rosa. White. Blanco. And brown. Cafe. Very good. You can practice this morning doing sign language if you would want to with your parents. Parents, we've only learned to the letter N, like we've only studied to the letter N. We have pulled up the chart, and you can always do that. Just Google sign language chart, because some people have letters in their names that we haven't studied yet. So we do use the sign language chart to practice spelling their names. You could give them the task of spelling one of your names, a sibling's name, or maybe a word like cat. How do I spell cat? And then they can spell CAT for you in sign language and tell you how to spell that CVC word. So that's hitting CVC words and hitting a little bit of spelling sign language. Usually after we get done with our morning meeting, we always do a morning journal. Again, I can't add any extra work. I can only add suggestions or resources. So if you would like to do a morning journal, you can always message me and ask me for a prompt, and I can always give you one if you would like to do morning journals. Remember that this is not supposed to be 6 to 8 hours of school. These packets are supposed to be review packets, and I've looked through them. Letterland, they're just reading a poem and filling in the blank. Math, they're just counting and circling the number that it is. We work with numbers way beyond what is on there, so I know that they can do that. Handwriting, they are practicing tracing the letters and practicing their handwriting, and that is very good because sometimes we like to rush and our handwriting is not always the best. So maybe this is a very good time to take our time and practice on that. They probably will need help with reading. Some of the words we just haven't learned. They're not CVC words, they're not sight words, they're just bigger words that I would have them sounded out, and then if not, then just, help them get it. And then the questions behind every story, you can just read the questions to them. For example, what is the skin of the rhino like? And then say, A, his skin is dirty. B, his skin is small. C, his skin is smooth. And then they would circle A, B, or C. That was not today's story. I probably should have picked today's story. But just do one activity per thing every day. It should take about 15-20 minutes an activity. And then you're done for the day. You got to remember that we do lunch, we do recess, we do snack, we do travel. So in our day, we do get a lot of work done, and we are teaching new content, but this is remote learning right now. So I don't want you to feel overwhelmed, and I don't want them to feel overwhelmed. If you have any questions, message me. I am here for you. I will do whatever I can. I'm trying to figure out an app, or if everybody has a device that they can use on the internet, so I can be able to actually communicate with the kids, and we actually see each in in like a virtual meeting, all of us. So I'll be in touch, or Miss Watkins will be in touch, just trying to get some information about that. Just do one activity per content a day. It says special dailies complete 1 to 2 from the activities, and then weekly complete 1 to 2 for art, music, and STEM. You can do that however you would like, but the reading, letterland, math, handwriting, and science, it's broken down for you to do one a day, so it shouldn't take you the whole entire day. And again, this is review, so I know the kids know it. This stuff they have mastered. The only thing that they would struggle in a little bit is the reading, and that's just because we don't know some of those words. We're still learning to read those words. The handwriting, I do want them to really, really, really take their time on that. The tracing and then writing their own. Again, if you have any questions, just message me. I know that this is a lot, and I'm going to try to keep it as short as possible, but I do want to keep in contact. So, again, message me if you have any questions. I hope y'all have a great morning. Goodbye.